See it, see it, see it. There we go. Student of excellence, whole strength. First form. Represent today, man. What these things mean to me is consistency. Are you consistent with who you're becoming? Are you consistent with what actions you're making to carve the image of who you need to become? Are you consistent with the disciplines that you set in place, the routines, the work that needs to be completed to ensure that you are moving down the timeline of your life and towards your potential? What is the 5% of work that is going to make your life expand? What is the 5% that will explode every other area of your life? 5% of the work you're doing is what's moving 95% of your life forward. Instead of having all those 95% conversations, actions, sugars, foods, disruptions, distractions, ego lifts, how about we focus on that 5% that's actually gonna catapult our life towards the trajectory that we desire most? Consistency in the daily actions, habitual. For me, I'll just do it like this: habitually moving forward, reading daily, writing daily, working out daily, drinking water daily, eating protein meals daily. So these are things that I have in place. Creating content weekly, every other week, however it is. For me, it's not as important as it once was. It's very important, don't get me wrong, but at this stage in my life, certain things has to take higher priority than other things. And right now, content creation isn't generating cash, but that's okay. It will eventually. But I want to just continue to put out information so that it gets the minds of a person that listens to this to think, or to me to go back to review. So we just got back from Florida, and what I was thinking about, because I'm listening to this tape from Jim Rohn, Jimrohn is how you spell his name, Jim Rohn. He is a great mentor. Probably one of the most listened to mentor for myself in the last 7 years. He's probably one of my go-to. I always fall off a bit and go back to him, but now I understand that everything he says is correct, so I listen to him again. I don't sway off of him anymore. His name's Jim Rohn. He has a tape on consistency and who you're becoming day by day. What consistently compounds is who you are. Everything that you do, every intention that you have, every focus that you put your energy into is who you are, right? So no matter what, it doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean that you have to not fail, of course. You just have to be consistent and keep on doing it, keep on improving, keep on working, keep on being your best. Every single day, it has to be a compounding. And whenever I say that, I think of overcoming certain traits in my life, certain hindrances in my life, maybe a placeholder in your life that was there that wasn't supposed to be there. Certain certain fears in your life that were not meant to have the strength at which they did. Which, whenever a fear is in place, that means you have to move towards that fear. That means you have to cultivate action in that direction. That means you have to understand that this fear is lying to me, and it's creating a discomfort for me to gain certainty in myself. Instead of having uncertainty, you have to, okay, lady, let's see. Instead of having uncertainty, we have to generate certainty by facing it head on. When we face that fear head on, it creates certainty. When you tap around the fear, when you don't fight that fear, it gets bigger and bolder and stronger. But whenever we face that fear, we master that fear, although we might be discouraged during doing it. We might not have the courage to do it. But the thing is, visualize that fear as the worst thing that could happen or the best thing that could happen, and take action and complete that fear. Let's just say you wanted to talk to this guy because he has a nice car, but you're thinking, oh, he might punch me in the face. This is a weird example, right? Oh, he might punch me in the face. Or, oh, he might give me his business card. Those are probably the best and worst things that could happen, right? So it's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's not going to be, I mean, maybe he'll give you a business card. Maybe he'll punch you in the face. But the thing is, we over-exaggerate everything with the anxieties that are deep within, right? We create scenarios and don't follow through because the fear holds us back. The book is about Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. Incredible book. Highly, highly recommended. Or Binding the Shame that holds you back. Something like that. It's by John Bradshaw. The shame, uncovering the shame that binds you, something like that. Really incredible book. Another book called The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. I just know her last name's Wiest, W-I-E-S-T. So these books right here are incredible resources. And sometimes I'll go back and just listen to a chapter that really spoke out, that really makes a lot of sense. And these are audio books, these are physical books, however you want to do it. You can get both the audio and the physical and highlight along the way and let it read to you. Whenever we have consistency in our life, those inconsistent bad habits fall off. Those things that you don't want to be consistent in your life fall away. Those uncertain aspects in your life fall away. But whenever we have consistent prioritization of moving towards our ideal future, instantly our mind is always going to be building and compounding the strength around that area in your life that you want to get better. For me, I want to be a better communicator. For me, I want to be a better leader. For me, I want to be a better real estate man. For me, I want to be a better salesman. For me, I want to be a better family person. For me, I want to understand why my life is what it is. So I need to better my personal development so that way I can help more people, help more young men, help more young women, help more people that are coming along the path that need discipline, that need consistency, that need to develop in certain areas in their life. Anyways, I love you all, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here, show you what it looks like. Look at that. It doesn't really match, but hey, it still looks good. Looks good though. Take a couple pictures. I mean, I like the white. I like the white, man, and the black on the hat. And I was like, man, let me go with red. I don't have a lot of red things, but it still sort of matches. It's not that bad. It's because it's mostly black and white and just a little red. But this shirt's aqua. I mean, this is a beautiful shirt, though. And these shorts, bad freaking A. Bad A. bad A. No, I need to get better without cussing. But look, I'm bald still. You see it? Man, I swear. Okay, I'm off here. Love you all, man. Lady, y'all take it easy. And shout out to the people grinding out here, man. Shout out to the people that want to build a legacy and don't want to be mediocre anymore. Mediocre. So that's what consistency ultimately is. It's a dividing of the mediocre and the people that want to get to that higher level and reach their potential. Compounding, consistency will get you to that level. It overcomes the mediocre. It overcomes the weaknesses in your life. It overcomes the lack of passion, because whenever you're consistently working on your ideal future, you start developing levels of confidence that you never had. You start developing creativity that you never had, because you're moving in the direction that you ought to be. You are moving towards your goals, your vision, your destination. You're moving towards helping more people. You are moving towards the respect of oneself. I'm sorry about that. I got it right here. It's almost the same color. Had to hit that pre-workout today. Taking some bucked up. Not that good, but hey, gets the job done. I will not be playing basketball probably. I might after my workout. But that's what it is. Consistency is adding confidence because you're no longer neglecting your weaknesses. Consistency is the pursuit of what you're afraid of. Consistency is the pursuit of what you're trying to avoid. When we consistently show up and attack the phone calls we have to make, the text messages we have to send, the people we need to talk to, the partnerships that we ought to be in business, the family members that need to hear from us, the next level is all based on our consistency. Never neglect the weaknesses in your life or the strengths, because strengths can lower down as well. We want to be consistent in developing our strengths and our weaknesses, and we want to pinpoint our strengths so that way we can do careers and do jobs and do work that is in line with what we're best at. Consistently pursue your strengths. Consistently remove any weaknesses or add to any weaknesses. Let's just say my weakness is communicating. I want to consistently work on that. I want to consistently compound how much better I'm getting at communicating. I want to make sure people know I'm working on it. I want to make sure people know that I am the best communicator I possibly can be today because I work on it. And anyways, I'm going to get up off here. And I love you all. I love this hat. I love this shirt, these shorts, it reminds me of consistency. Jim Rohn, who I used to be a mentor with, now I'm back on it. I'm consistently listening to this man. The more I listen to him, the more I realize every single speech he gave, you can go back and listen to over and over, and you'll get a new nugget of information. Incredible leader, incredible speaker, and all he wanted to do was give value and move people up in life. That's what communication is about. Leadership, influence. Being the best we can be is all about being the best for others, elevating others, creating room for growth for others, holding on. Like for me, I'm grabbing on to Jim Rohn, listening to what he's got going on, but at the same time I'm trying to grab on to who's wanting to listen to me, right? Hey, let's move up together. Anyways, take it easy. I love you all. Have a good one.